Good morning. I am Dr. Sanjay Jain, Associate Professor in Mathematics at SPC Government College Ajmer. Today I am taking fifth lecture of Chapter 2 of Continuum Mechanics. In earlier lecture, we are taking continuum approach, body forces, surface forces, and yesterday we are taken equilibrium equation, force and moment equilibrium equation. Now, and one more thing we are taken stress tensor and component of stress vector and component of stress tensor. Today we are taking that stress tensor of order 2 tensor, and also it is invariant, and a new concept of stress quadratic also considered in our today lecture. First of all, we want to prove that stress tensor is a tensor of rank 2 or order 2. What we are doing for that, consider the state of stress at a point P in the given figure is a continuous medium. Here we consider two sets of right-handed Cartesian axes. One is without dash yi and other is with dash yi dash, whose origins are O and O dash respectively, shown in the given figure. When referred to the yi axis, the component of stress at point P, any point P on this, the unit normal vector of the surface element at P, and the stress vector acting on the surface element at P are denoted by sigma ij, nj, and sigma ji respectively, corresponding to the component of stress and the unit normal and the stress vector in the yi dash system. Earlier we considered for yi system, and now we consider for yi dash system, designated by sigma ij dash, ni dash, and sigma ji dash respectively. So we have considered these components for both the axes. Now we are taking relation in these by using tensor law. What we are taken, the unit normal vector and the stress vector follows the transformation law of Cartesian tensor of order 1. We know that unit normal vector, a tensor of order 1. So one component of Aij should be adjust from dash system to without dash system. So we have defined Ni dash is nothing but Aij and j without dash. Okay, from dash to without dash. Now if we change the axis, then we get nj is nothing but aij ni dash from without dash to dash. These are the laws due to tensor laws of unit normal vector, which is one order tensor. Similarly, for stress vector, we write the same. In place of n, we write sigma. You are seeing here sigma I dash is nothing but aij sigma j, and sigma j from without dash system to aij sigma I dash from without dash to dash system. So these are the four laws for single order vector or order 1 vector in which unit normal vector or stress vector we are considering. And one law which we studied earlier, which is also uses here, that is nothing but relation between stress vector and stress tensor. We know that sigma I is nothing but sigma ji and j, which we uses in our lecture. And here I also mention with the reading that ns and ss. Ns is normal stress and SS is shearing stress. Now in normal stress we know that the indices are same, I and J are same, but in case of shearing stress I and J are different. Okay, these are the simple fundamental rule which we are define here in this page. Now we get the relation for the tensor to prove tensor of second order. Okay, now we are taking here an important rule. This is the relation we already proved or already existing. Sigma I is nothing but sigma ji and j relation between stress vector to stress tensor or component of stress vector. Okay, this is from without dash system, and now second equation is from dash system. So both are equation written for dash system and without dash system. Okay, now we are using this relation, we are using from equation 2.2.8. Yeah, that means this first equation, sigma j dash is nothing but in the equation 2.28 in last page of the today's lecture. Here 2.28, this one we are using sigma I dash is nothing but aij sigma j. One order tensor relation we are using here. By taking this relation, sigma j dash is nothing but aji sigma I. Okay, now we using three equation in this which we are defined already, 2.30, 2.27 and 2.31. We get what we are doing here, sigma j dash as it is we are taking 2.28, aji sigma j. Now what we are given, sigma j, in place of sigma j we are written component relation which we define here in this equation 2.30. This one sigma I can be written sigma ji and j. So here sigma s can be written sigma rs nr. Okay, from 2.30 equation we can substitute here. Now what we are getting, ajs, and now sigma rs, in place of sigma rs taking outside nr. nr is what? Unit normal vector. This nr is reduces to without dash system to dash system, because right in the right hand side, left hand side we have dash system. So nr convert into dash system by using equation 2.27 in the earlier page of today's lecture. So we substitute here nothing but a rs ns dash. Okay, so taking the component outside and multiplying this ni both side in the equation 2.27, multiplying ni dash both side. Okay, now taking all things in one direction, not multiplying, actually we expand sigma j dash as sigma ij ni dash by using relation of stress vector to stress component in left hand side. So both side we get ni dash. Okay, so taking one sided this term and common ni dash, after common ni dash we get this relation, and this equation 2.32 we get. Now what we are seeing here, that ni dash is a unit normal vector which can't be zero. If it is not zero, it means the relation multiplying this sigma ij dash minus air ajs sigma rs should be 0. Okay, so this 0 can be written as sigma ij dash is equals to, minus term come out to the right hand side, AIR AJS sigma RS. Okay, what we are seeing here, this relation shows that sigma ij dash either sigma ij dash of dash system and sigma rs of without dash system having two component aij, air and ajs. Okay, with two component follows a relation of transformation law of second order. This prove that sigma ij from dash system to without dash system follows a relation of second order tensor. Hence, stress component is second order tensor. Okay, this relation proof. Now, after proving this, we want to know whether it is invariant or not. Okay, so for invariant, what we are taken, invariant is what? When dash system is equals to without dash system. Then we say if component in dash system or without dash system are same, then we say it is invariant. So we want to prove sigma ii in dash system should be equal to sigma ii without dash system. If it is possible, then we say invariant. So what we are taken, sigma ii dash, by using this formula we get air ais sigma rs. Okay, I and j should be contract, that's why sigma ii dash is becomes air ais and sigma rs. But what we are seeing here, that the component air ais having one indices are common, I, therefore it become conical rs, I contracted. Conical rs means it have value 1 when r equals to s. So we substitute r equals to s. So what we get, sigma ii dash is nothing but sigma rr. It means component of sigma stress tensor in both dash system and without dash system are equal. Sigma ii dash is equals to sigma rr, or easily we say sigma ii. It means second order tensor, stress tensor is a second order tensor, which earlier proved, and by this property we also say that the stress component stress tensor is a second order tensor and invariant. Both property we can prove for stress tensor. Sometime this ask in the form of question in a exams also, that prove that stress tensor are second order tensor and invariant tensor. So we can prove by this. Next we are taking here, before taking this we are taking a numerical example how to obtain these stress components. Okay, what is an example? The component of the stress tensor at a point in a continuum are given to us. Sigma ij is equals to 1 to 1, 242, 1 to 6. KSI is unit of stress tensor. So sigma 11 is 1, sigma 2 compare by sigma 1 1 1 2 1 3, we get the values. What we have to give in when refer to a set of unprime yi axes. Okay, the first condition or first question is find the component of sigma 1 1 dash, sigma 2 2 dash, sigma 3 3 dash. Means sigma ii dash in the dash system refer to a set of prime yi dash axes. Okay, what we have, yi dash axis obtained by rotating the on prime axis through an angle 45 degree about the y1 axis. What the important is, only one axis is fixed, y1 axis, and remaining y2 and y3 are rotated by 45 degree. Then your prime axis obtained. Okay. If you remember, such type of question we also doing in the first chapter to find the direction cosine or component. Okay. So first we want to get sigma 11 dash, 22 dash and 33 dash, and sigma ij is given and sigma dash system we want to find. Second question, we have to show that sigma ii dash is nothing but equal to sigma ii. These two questions we have to prove, but it is in a very simple. As we know the first part, that the x on prime and prime axis change by its rotating 45 degree with the y1 axis. So when 45 degree changes with y1 axis, we get the direction cosine by this law, which is we are seeing in the first chapter. Okay, so we are using directly here, putting theta is 45 degrees, so we get aij is nothing but this one, 1 0 0 0 1 by root 2 1 by root 2 0 minus 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. Okay, from after getting aij, what we need, sigma 1 1 dash. Sigma 1 1 dash means you have in a sigma 1 1. Okay, using this property by this law, two component of aij sigma ij. So here we have only sigma 1 1. So remaining two quantity we are not considering, only one term we get a11 sigma 1 1. Okay, but a11 is only 1, so 1 1 and sigma 1 1 is also 1, so what we get, sigma 1 1 dash is 1. Similarly, sigma 2 2 dash, sigma 2 2 dash is what, a2j sigma ij, but in case of 2 we have in a terms 2 3 2 2 and 2 3, so we get more term, total 4 term here, and putting the values of all these we get 7. So sigma 2 2 dash is nothing but 7 by using these value. Sigma 3 3 dash, again same, we have a sigma 3 2 and 3 3, so again we get 4 values, and by putting these value we get 3. So first question, a part we get sigma 1 1 dash, sigma 2 2 dash and sigma 3 3 dash, which are 1 7 and 3. In second part, we want to show that sigma ij is nothing but sigma ii. Dash system of sigma ij dash is nothing but sigma ii. So here we are proving sigma 1 1 is 1 in dash system, sigma 2 2 dash is 7, sigma 3 3 dash is 3. So sum of all these are 3 are sigma 1 1 dash plus sigma 2 2 dash plus sigma 3 3 dash is nothing but 11, and sigma ii dash by using this, sigma 1 1 is 1, sigma 2 2 is 4 and sigma 3 3 is 6. So 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 1 is 11. So sigma ii without dash is also 11. So sigma ij dash is equal to sigma ii. Hence we have to prove that in both cases the stress tensor is invariant when we rotating 45 degree with respect to y1 axis. Still stress tensor is invariant. So today we are consider the second order to prove the stress component is of second order tensor. Stress vector or tensor is an invariant also, and the same thing we are seeing by a numerical also. So it may either numerical or this property sometime asked in the form of a exam question also. So today you revise it and try to manage these type of question, different question, also with the help of stress tensor and vector relations. So thank you. Tomorrow we are discussing stress quadratic and some other terms of second chapter. Thank you.